Alright, everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to the live stream. I just want to quickly say the reason I haven't been live all day is because I have been gone, but we are back here now with an ongoing tornado southwest of Hobbs, New Mexico. If you're included in this tornado warning, seek shelter immediately on the lowest floor of a sturdy building, away from windows, and in an interior room. This looks like a pretty strong tornado near Oil Center, New Mexico. This has been a reported tornado by storm chasers. I believe several storm chasers actually have it on their feed right now. There was another tornado near Eunice earlier, and actually, that's what this tornado was. Okay, so this is a different tornado. Sorry about that. But there is a confirmed tornado on the ground near Oil Center, New Mexico, heading for Oil Center and Monument. This is a Weather Spot reported tornado. So, again, if you're in this area, please seek shelter immediately. This does include the town of Eunice. Again, you guys got hit earlier. You need to seek shelter again. And this includes the southwest side of Hobbs. Again, this area has been hit several times today. So, a tornado watch is in effect for portions of West Texas and southeast New Mexico here until 8 p.m. this evening, I do believe, or sorry, 9 p.m. this evening, Central, 8 p.m. Mountain, and we're going to continue to watch things for as long as necessary here. Again, sorry I haven't been live all day, I have been out of town, but we are back here now. Of course, the one day where we actually have some major action going on is the day I'm gone, but you know, what can you do? So here we are now, again, focusing on Oil Center, New Mexico. Let me go on full stream chat up here. Again, this is an emergency live. I was expecting to have to go live today, but I didn't think it would be quite this drastic. But here we are. No thumbnail, because we just got here. What's up, Mr. Storm? Multi-vortex? Might have been a dustnado, but Copic was confident it was a multi-vortex. I didn't say it was strong because of that. I said it was strong because of the potential velocities. Yes, I do see your chat, Jack. So again, this is heading towards Oil Center, so we'll keep watching this here. Ah, crap, did not mean to bring that up. Again, we've got some severe thunderstorm warnings here to watch as well, but again, the main thing that we're going to hone in here is our tornado warning. Again, I'm not seeing anything right now on any of the Storm Chasers feeds, and they would be right where this tornado is. Again, we had a pretty decent looking supercell earlier today with a confirmed tornado out here. Oh, okay, sorry. But yeah, we had a bit of heavy rain earlier, and your power flickered. Watching Brandon Kopic streams, he just observed a suction vortex on the ground, but it quickly lifted. Yeah, we're just gonna, again, treat this like it's a tornado on the ground to play it safe here. Again, very dangerous situation for Oil Center and Eunice. We'll probably see this tornado warning get extended into Texas, actually, just shortly after this. But again, we did have a confirmed tornado in this area earlier, too. And it looks like it wasn't necessarily a big tornado, but it looks like it could have been on the slightly stronger side of things. And again, we've got another one here now. So, again, this is a big, big day for New Mexico. And again, potentially parts of Texas, but so far today it's only been New Mexico that's a worry. Did you guys see the tiny tornado warning, by the way, earlier? It was kind of funny, honestly. I don't know if they did that intentionally or not, but it was ridiculously small. So let's see here. I have not looked at the SBC outlook for tomorrow yet since the new update came out. Again, I've been gone literally all afternoon. But it is still a slight risk, still with a 5% tornado risk. They've not introduced a 10% hatch risk yet. And, dude, I don't know. I don't know if they're going to. I'd say it's like a 70% chance that they do, if I'm being honest. It looks suspicious, but Copic had a very brief multi-vortices, so this did partially touch down in some way. Yeah, again, we just need to treat this like this is on the ground at this point. Again, it's ridiculous this area's had to deal with two tornadoes already today. And when I say this area, I mean literally within a 5-mile radius of the last one. But again, slight risk tomorrow, and this slight risk also has been issued for Monday. I actually think that Monday could be one of the bigger days. I think our target zone will be eastern Oklahoma, far western Arkansas for a couple of stronger tornadoes potentially. We may see a 10% hatch risk get introduced into the forecast, but right now that's not there. And I actually think we will see a slight risk on Tuesday, which will be election day. But for right now, nothing has been issued. I think that tornado earlier was the first ever November New Mexico tornado. Looks like a lot of dust, but I could barely see a vortice spinning around, so this isn't a dustnado. It's going to be confusing, though, given the dust and rain to differentiate. Again, I have not seen the stream, unfortunately, so I'm just going to have to take your guys' word for it. So if you have any information, please feed it in here. If you guys know anybody out in this area, please let them know what's going on. Send them this stream. Again, they need to get to their safe spot, because they're probably thinking, oh, this is just a continuation of earlier. The tornado's already passed. No, there's another one within 2 hours of the last one. Ridiculous. You're in the marginal tomorrow? Nice. You are not in the marginal tomorrow. Again, I think tomorrow will be quite a big day. I think that tomorrow we'll probably have quite a long stream out. Natalcast has just been going wild for the past few days. They have a 15% hatch tornado risk out for both today and tomorrow. Today it did not verify. I'm just going to say that right now. I don't think really anybody's going to argue with me on that. Today is not verified. And tomorrow, I think it could be closer to verifying as a 15% hatch, but I definitely don't think we're going to see anything to that magnitude. I'm just going to say that right now. Yeah, that one read caught was crazy. Big cone tornado for those who didn't see it. Yeah, that's pretty rough. Monday, you mixed it up. Yeah, I am not in the marginal risk on Monday, unfortunately, but I could be on the one on Tuesday if we do get one. And who knows, I may get pushed into the Monday one. I'm not that far out of it. Yeah, just double-checked archive to confirm these are the first ever November tornadoes in New Mexico. That's a pretty big deal. Yeah, that's pretty interesting, actually, because, again, usually in November, the only areas we really worry about severe weather are, well, two areas. We worry about the Gulf Coast for any sort of tropical cyclone threat that's happening late season, or we worry about severe weather in the plains, because that actually happens quite a bit in November, and very rarely we have to watch Dixie Alley. Speaking of the plains, we do have some stronger storms all the way back into OKC right now. We've had this line going for so long. Right now, moving through Shawnee, Oklahoma. This is a town that got a big-time high NDF2 tornado last year. This line honestly could get severe warned. It's warned for 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts right now, but it's probably, you should just treat it like a severe thunderstorm warning, honestly. Very long line of storms going to bring some briefly heavy rain, but after that, a little bit of wind, you should be done, hopefully, so. So this tornado warning expires in 2 minutes, so we're definitely about to see this get reissued, at least as a radar-indicated tornado warning, but probably a confirmed one if we're being real here. They're probably just going to play it safe and push it to confirmed. So, again, we're looking out for all these folks here in extreme southeastern New Mexico near Hobbs and Eunice. Again, tornado right now would be located near Oil Center. This is literally going right over the track of where the other one was today. Over the intersection of Highway 176 and Highway 8. Again, please, please, please like and subscribe to help spread this message out here, because this is a big deal. Worst November tornado outbreak was in 1989. Again, I'm sorry, guys. I know I had a ton of people commenting earlier, telling me to go live, and I'm sorry, again, I was out of town, unfortunately. But I hope you guys can understand. I had a really good day. So, again, I wish I could have been here live streaming. I saw there were tornadoes on the ground. There was quite a bit of action in southeastern New Mexico earlier. Brendan Kopic just said on his stream that there's a rapidly rotating Scuddy lowering. Interesting. That would have been the Huntsville F4. Yeah, I haven't done a lot of research into full-time tornado outbreaks. A lot of them aren't that major. But I do know, obviously, the bigger ones. But I haven't looked too far into too many of those. Again, we'll get into some of that later. But right now, I don't know why they're not reissuing this tornado warning, but if you guys are in Oil Center, Nadine, Warren, Jones City, you need to seek shelter immediately on the lowest floor of a sturdy building, away from windows, in an interior room. Very, very dangerous situation here with this supercell producing potentially an active tornado, lime-sized hail now, and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So big-time supercell here. By the way, guys, daylight saving time tonight for those that celebrate it. Remember, push the clocks back an hour. So we will be switching back to standard time soon. Beautiful structure on that storm. Yeah, I've briefly been pulling up the chaser feeds here, mostly from Connor Croft and Vince. Alrighty. Yeah, so apparently this was actually officially the smallest tornado warning ever, the one that we had earlier today. Wow. So I'm seeing that stream from Reed Timmer of that big-time cone tornado. That thing is beautiful. Luckily it was over an open field. But yeah, first ever November tornado, New Mexico. Earlier today, Chris Hall had a great view of it whenever it was a little weaker, admittedly. Apparently there was a tornado in Australia today. Or like a water spout or something. It was a tornado emergency, random Texan guy. If you're talking about the Pearland one, it was a tornado emergency, the Deer Park. What's up, B-Dog? Again, I don't know why they're not reissuing this tornado warning. We're just going to keep the stream layout on tornado warning because I imagine it'll get reissued any minute. If anything, the cell looks more impressive now. No, but it could still be on the ground, Mr. Storm. We don't really know right now. Alright, got ourselves a little pin message. It's annoying. I don't have a case anymore for my iPad, so I have to just set it up wherever I can and make sure that it doesn't slip and fall. It's happened a few times over the past several days. Soon I'll have a phone and we won't have to worry about that, but for right now, this is what we're working with. Again, at this point, it looks like mainly a hail threat out of this supercell, hopefully, but I really wish they would reissue a tornado warning for this. It's quite contaminated, so we can't tell that well what's going on, but, I mean, pretty interesting looking storm, to say the least. Severe thunderstorm warning continues for northeastern Lee County. Again, we have this little cell in the northeast part of the county. We're watching the southeastern Lee County right now, but the northeast part of the county, up towards Tatum and Highway 82 near Prairie View, actually does have a little cell as well that has the tornado possible tag on it now, so we'll watch out for some rotation with that, but we can't hardly see it on the radar because of the mountains and stuff. I guess technically we should be looking at the Lubbock radar for that one, but still can't really see stuff. So, okay. But yeah, NATOcast is just gonna put fear in so many people's minds for the next few days. Like, look at this. This is their outlook for today, right now. And I will say I do actually like how they went ahead and threw a little area in there in Oklahoma. I don't think the SPC is highlighting the risk for a potential tornado in Oklahoma well enough today, but it definitely should not be 15% hatched, nor should the one in western Texas be. So a pretty ridiculous outpost there. I say as I reposted, I probably shouldn't do that. But crazy stuff. I mean, it's wild. I already have a pinned message. We don't need one. By the way, flooding could be a big threat for parts of not only the plains, but also the Midwest over the next several days, especially across parts of Missouri, Iowa, and Illinois. We could be seeing some major flooding threats after a while long drought ends, as severe storms will roll through. Yes, I don't know if I've seen NATOcast be this inaccurate for an event other than for hurricane outbreaks. It's kind of wild, honestly. Alrighty. What's up, Mr. Twister? The goal is 2K by the end of 2024. It's a steep goal, but if we have some active days coming ahead, and it looks like we will, I think we have a shot. Yeah, for real, Kevin. The Southwest Texas 15% hatched in November. And it's not even just a 15%, it's a 15% hatched, which is crazy to me. But again, for anybody that's not aware, this was the tornado warning from earlier. This was the tornado warning. That is ridiculous. Look how small it is in the little mini-map. You can't even hardly see it. It's just a little dot. It's like 1 pixel. What is even the point of having it there at that point if you're going to make it that small? Emergency manager reported tennis ball-sized hail out of Terrell County, Texas at 4:15 p.m. I don't know why that's just now coming in then, if it was at 4:15. Cool. There's a police car across the road pulling someone over, bruh. But yeah, a lot of flooding as well today, even across parts of the Texas Panhandle. As I'm sure you can tell, just heavy rain and thunderstorms. The severe weather threat's not quite as good as it is off to the southwest, or quite as bad, I guess you could say, if you don't like severe weather, which you probably don't. But quite a big flooding threat in the Texas Panhandle back into central Oklahoma. There's a population of 10 in that area, B-Dog, so you're probably about right. If anything, there's less than 5 homes. Alright. And if you're not tuning in, we are watching Lea County, New Mexico for a supercell that previously produced a tornado. So we'll see what happens as this cell continues. Okay, so this is actually the 8th smallest ever. Not the smallest tornado warning ever. Interesting. I've never seen one that small, I'm just going to be frank with you guys. Even whenever there's a glitch. The similarities between... I do remember November 4th, 2022. That was a much, much more significant outbreak, though, than this one's going to be. Yeah, 2023 really didn't have a massive plains severe weather event. There was a day in November that was quite significant last year. I don't remember exactly what day it was. There was a big-time hail threat, a couple tornado warnings, but that's not as major as it does get sometimes. So, yeah, that's what I'm wondering, Ethan. They're probably all about the same size at that point, but anyway. Alrighty. July 1st, 2010 was the smallest. Yeah, December 9th wasn't really the plains. It's more so the Tennessee Valley and the Ohio Valley. I don't know if you count Iowa as the plains. March 31st was pretty darn big. Same thing with April 4th, but I don't know if you're counting Iowa. I don't think you're counting it, but... I do remember that, and there was that Tory for, why can I not think... Scottsbluff. I had a complete brain fart there. The title of the stream, 8th smallest tornado warning as it happened. Actually, it'll probably be the first ever November, New Mexico tornado as it happened. Even though technically this is the second, because we had the one earlier today, but... Shut up. Imaginary viewer that I'm fighting with. Some people would consider it the plains. I've heard it called both. Flash flood warning now, by the way, for Hobbs, as several inches of rain have fallen. 1 to 2 inches of rain in an hour have fallen in this area for the past several hours, and that's leading to some flash flooding most likely. Radar indicates it at least, so look out for that. Stay alive, don't drive, turn around, don't drown. Alrighty. Yeah, it got rated high-end EF2. Max Velocity was live for the tornado warnings before that, but he was not live during the Tory. It just came out of nowhere, it really did. Yeah, that's fair, Ethan. That's kind of how I would say it, but there's all sorts of different classifications, so I always just ask to play it safe. Some people take that stuff really seriously. It's kind of funny. I think it's important to have something to classify specific regions as, but some people get really heated whenever you call it the real thing. Or the wrong thing, rather. Still some definite rotation there near Jones City. It's hard to see, again, we're far away from the radar, but... You know, really not that far from the radar, though. 70 miles, that is a little ways, but... Wish we were able to see this a bit better. It's quite contaminated. I wish they would issue a tornado warning for this, though. Just looks pretty dangerous here. We could be, dog. I don't think we will have a hurricane landfall, but a tropical storm landfall definitely cannot be ruled out. Okay, yeah, this is a big deal. This is continuing to rotate more impressively. Look at that supercellular shape. Look at that hook echo. That is dangerously scary. Inflow. Wow. rear flank downdraft, even, it looks like. By the way, Tropical Storm Patty's with us, because it was like, yeah, why not? That's kind of what the National Hurricane Center was thinking, I think. For real. Central Jersey, you wouldn't believe how many people say Central Jersey doesn't exist, like I'm not northern or southern. That's how I feel, I'm Central Illinois, but people are like, nope, you gotta be southern or northern, and it's like, no, not really. Okay, yeah, this is still serious rotation. If they don't reissue this tornado warning within the next couple minutes, I'm gonna be quite upset. I'm gonna be frank. This genuinely could be an ongoing tornado. Dude, look at that. Look at the evolution of that over the past several scans. So, New Mexico-Texas state line, look out. This looks like a pretty dangerous supercell. Again, for anybody who's tuning in, right along the New Mexico-Texas state line, we have a potential tornado on the ground north of Jones City, New Mexico. If you know anybody in this area, please send them this stream, give them a call or text. This is a very dangerous situation, as this does not have a tornado warning, even though it should. So please let everybody know what's going on. They've been through this several times today, so they're probably thinking, oh, it's nothing big, but no, it is. Yeah, we had a subtropical storm in January last year. Yes, definitely an intensifying supercell indeed, and it's going to continue to do that, I think, over the next little while here. Looks like, anyway. Connor's got a nasty look. That's a dark-looking cell, I imagine. Yeah, this does not look pretty. So this is tracking east, northeast. So we'll say if you are in this red polygon, you need to get to your safe spot immediately. You can't really see it, but if you're in this area, you need to get to your safe spot. Heard some rumbles of thunder just now. Yeah, Houston, you probably just some sub-severe storms. Yeah, if we take a look here, we've got some thunderstorms in the western Houston metro pushing your way, so look out for those. So let's go back to New Mexico here. The music is just my mom playing piano in the background. Sorry if you can hear that. But, anyway. I texted her. I told her that you guys are complimenting her skills. Alrighty, yeah, this supercell needs a tornado warning. So again, anybody that's wondering, this is right along the Texas-New Mexico state line. This is near Nadine. Please get to your safe spot. Broad rotation, but it's strong, and this cell has produced at least one or two brief tornadoes. Again, you need to get to your safe spot immediately. Dangerous situation. You thought it was a background track? That's crazy. So again, this will officially be in Texas next scan, probably, if there's an ongoing tornado with this, or it's going to be very close anyway. And again, we can't confirm that there is at this point, but there is a good chance. We'll say that much. Thank you, Sylvia. Yeah, I don't like the look at this at all. Again, the National Weather Service has not been on its game today. I'm just going to say it. Again, massive hail with this, too. They're saying lime size. I would push this to, like, tennis ball sized at least. Maybe even baseball size. consistently large and high DBZ values popping up here on the reflectivity, which is usually indicative of some very large hail. Let's see, do we have anything new from the SPC? We actually do not. It's pretty interesting. They have not mentioned anything about a downstream watch at all. Actually very interested as to why, because we're definitely still seeing some strong storms that could produce tornadoes here for quite a while. And this is starting to look like a classic supercell, for sure. And it's been a while since we've seen a supercell with this shape. It's got that classic hook echo, clear inflow going into the storm here. If only we had a better look at it on radar. But it's quite far away from the radar site. However, it is getting closer, slowly but surely. And soon we'll have 2 radars to get a decent look at it from. Right now, we can really only look at the Midland radar, but the Lubbock radar... it has a somewhat okay view, but definitely not good enough to look at velocities on it. Yes, that definitely is a hook, B-Dog. Okay, it's crazy to think a tornado just went through here earlier. Okay, that's crazy that I called the hail size. I said tennis ball sized hail, so there we go. New tornado warning has just now been issued. This is breaking. Tornado warning for portions of... southeastern Lee County and southeastern New Mexico, northwestern Andrews County and western Texas, southwestern Gaines County and western Texas. Seek shelter immediately on the lowest floor of a sturdy building away from windows in an interior room. This does include Jones City, New Mexico, alright? This is a small town along the New Mexico-Texas state line. This includes the Andrews County High Point. It's a little mountain top out here in Texas. So again, if you're in this area, we need you guys to get to your safe spot immediately. Very dangerous storm coming through. Again, tennis ball size hail. It's going to pack a punch. If you have any cars outside, any pets outside, you need to bring those in too, because that's going to smash some windows. It's going to do significant damage potentially to pets or people that are outside, or cause significant injury, I should say. Forgot we have no thumbnail for this stream. That's probably why we don't have a lot of new viewers tuning in. So let me go and update the title here. Alrighty. So again, if you know anybody out here, please let them know what's going on. Okay. Alright, sorry about that. So again, this cell is continuing to rotate and looking more concerning every scan here. So again, if you're in this area, please seek shelter immediately. Again, this is entering Texas as we speak. This is along the Andrews, Lea, Gaines County, Tri-County region here. This is near Jones City, New Mexico, and it's heading towards areas like Frankel City and Seminole over the next several minutes, so we'll look out for you guys downstream. So again, if sirens are going off in Andrews or Seminole, don't worry, you are not under the gun right now. The reason those sirens are going off is because of the county-based siren system, where if there's a tornado warning anywhere in the county, the sirens still go off sometimes. You guys have no reason to panic. For right now, that is. Mesoscale discussion has just been issued. Okay, that's funny, because again, I literally just said they need to mention something here, like 2 seconds ago. But, let's see, can we pull this up? Yes, we can. New severe thunderstorm warning, by the way, for that same storm. Okay, this just got really serious. So this is now a destructive storm. Large apple-sized hail possible. Again, if you have any cars or pets outside, you need to bring those in. You need to get to your safe spot as fast as possible. And this does include Seminole. So again, Seminole, you now do have a reason to be concerned. Please get to your safe spot if you're in Seminole. Large apple-sized hail is no joke, guys. So anyway, let's go and bring up that mesoscale discussion. Again, very concerning, but all hazard severe risk continues within a localized area in Tornado Watch 698. That localized area being extreme southeastern New Mexico, extreme West Texas. Literally the area where this one supercell is what they're talking about there. That's in effect for the next hour. And again, there's an outflow boundary set up in this area, so... Again, guys, this is a serious situation. Please, please, please get to your safe spot if you are in this tornado warning or severe thunderstorm warning. Large apple-sized hail and a possible tornado on the ground with this cell. Nothing to play around with. Not at all. Gosh, dude. Alright. So this cell continues to look concerning. It just got hit by a cell merger, so that could honestly kill this. Let's hope that happens. It also could intensify the cell. I just want to make that clear. Both things are a possibility. Again, look at this. The hail went from quarter size back here to $half size to ping pong ball size, and now it's being warned for large apple size, which is twice as large as ping pong ball size. Right, let me do some rearranging here, because, again, I really need to rearrange my setup. You're under a special weather statement? You're not, but there is one for parts of Houston. So if you're looking like weather.com or something, it probably says that you're included in it, but you're not. But yeah, that little cell there on the west side of Houston now gusts up to 40 miles an hour being possible with that, so may blow around some branches or something. Nothing major, though, as of right now. We'll see if it gets a severe warning, but probably not. Not a great environment in that area, really, for severe weather potential. So I'm just rearranging stuff right now. Again, if you're not tuning in, if you know anybody in Texas, please send them this stream. We are watching a significant supercell right now roll through the Seminole area, producing large apple-sized hail and a potential tornado. Again, this cell has a history of producing at least 1 or 2 tornadoes, so we know it can, and we know it probably will within the next few minutes if it's not already, because it has the potential to continue to intensify. I have no idea, Mr. Twister. I'm trying to find somewhere to set this up so I can stop having to mess with it every 2 seconds. Trying to plug this in, but it is not working. So that's cool. That's fun. I love whenever things don't work. You guys still hear me? Alright. So again, this cell will be northwest of Midland, Odessa at the moment. And there we go. Large apple-sized hail report as of 7 minutes ago. Pictures from Storm Chaser on social media. Strong velocities. Big hook echo. This is not good. Again, Seminole, brace for impact. Again, Jones City, kind of going through the worst of it, hopefully. Or hopefully this is the worst of it. You know, hopefully it doesn't get worse for you, so what I mean by that. And it looks like this cell merger intensified it, unfortunately. Yeah, just imagine large apples falling out of the sky at 100 miles per hour, because hails that large can fall out of the sky at 100 miles per hour. That's no joke. And that can cause severe injuries. In more serious times, it can cause permanent injuries. There have been many occasions where hail this size falls and it causes concussions. It's not good. So again, you need to take this seriously. Holy crap. Yeah, this cell is about to get... It's going through a bit of a cycling phase right now, but I think what's going to happen is this cell merger is bumping into it, and it's... For one, it's going to push the bigger tornado threat further to the south, so it's going to get dangerously close to Frank Hill City, and it's also going to make it a lot stronger, potentially, so I think we need to seriously watch this here for a little bit. Alright, so I need to actually grab myself a charger real quick, in case things get serious. I want to make sure that I can read chat, and this charger's not working. So I'm going to be right back. I will literally be like 10 seconds, so give me just a moment. I'm back. We've got ourselves a very large charger. Is this the wrong USB? What am I doing? That's why the charger wasn't working. I wasn't plugging it into the USB port. I'm such an idiot. I feel like I'm 90 years old. Okay. Well, that was pointless. But, what's up, Jerry? Thank you for tuning in. No, you're good. Again, we're gonna be here for a while, so... This cell's looking very kind of do anything major, so that's good. Dude, I am trying to find a way to set this up where it'll sit up on its own. I'm sorry, guys. Alright. I have messed with this setups for the past 45 minutes, and we have finally gotten to a part where, or to a point where I think things are fine. Again, that is some strong rotation. We're not going to be able to see a CC drop from out here because of how far we are away from the radar site, but if we do, then we know it's a very strong tornado. Again, we don't know if there's one on the ground or not. It's very complicated. This cell has a history of producing a potential tornado earlier, or at least a land spout of some sort. It is very, very confusing and complicated, but there are still some... this is the strongest the rotations look so far, in my opinion, so we gotta watch this closely. This is a really favorable environment for something big to happen in. The SPC had a bullseye on this area for the tornado threat, and they did a very good job. So, good for them. Did a lot better than NATOcast did with a 15% hatch. That's kind of crazy. Alright. Again, if you're just not tuning in, if you know anybody in Texas, Oklahoma, New Mexico even, let them know what's going on. Send them the stream. Big deal in western Texas right now. Potential tornado on the ground. Also large apple-sized hail falling out of the sky at potentially 100 miles per hour or greater. Dude, I'm trying to charge this, but... Okay. So again, this is going to head south of Seminole, but Seminole, you will still see heavy rain. You're still going to get some lightning, some wind, some hail. But luckily, the greatest tornado threat is going to stay pretty far to the south of Seminole. And Seminole's really the only city out here that we have to look out for. Yeah, Levi was telling me he's pretty excited about that, Jack. Again, luckily, literally every storm chaser that's chasing today is out here right now, because this cell has been the only thing to watch all day long. They've all gotten ahead of it. They're going to push north, I imagine. Really be in the thick of it here. Everybody knows. Expecting strong storms to go through Oklahoma City nighttime. Oklahoma City already got hit by stronger storms today, but yeah, that's definitely a possibility. Later, like 3 a.m. probably, around that time frame, you're going to see some stronger storms once more in OKC. Surprised there's not even a special weather statement for this line anymore that just passed through Shawnee. But yeah, it's going to go south of Tulsa here with some damaging winds and isolated small hail, so look out for that. Well, they don't know you in Texas then, because it definitely doesn't snow in Texas. At least not in 2024, it's not going to. But yeah, if you ski in, they'll freeze. What is his next velocity scan here, jokes aside? So some people are saying they can't chat right now. Is anybody else having that problem? If you are, please comment on one of my videos or my posts or something. All right. By the way, I asked if we could make our most liked community post ever earlier. I didn't know if we'd actually be able to do it. We did it in 6 hours. 6 hours ago that was posted, and it already has 30 likes. That's pretty awesome, guys. Thank you guys for that. I just wanted to have fun and see if we could do it, and we did. We crushed it in 6 hours, so... No problem. Not having a problem. No problemo. Okay. Alright, the severe thunderstorm warning is now only for golf ball sized hail. The tornado warning is still mentioning tennis ball sized hail. It's interesting. As soon as they put the large apple sized hail tag on there, the hail threat really decreased quite a bit. But it was all because of that report that was sent in. X. And they have the observed hail tag there. It said chat is disabled. It may be a glitch. Sometimes it thinks that I'm under the age of 13, even though I'm not, which is quite upsetting, but it does that a lot. And one time, I almost got banned from streaming permanently because it thought I was under the age of 13, even though I wasn't. But luckily, we found a workaround to that. Alright, see you, Jack. Thank you for tuning in. But yeah, that was like almost a year ago. That was right after the Hendersonville tornado, because the stream was reacting to damage photos. I don't really do that anymore. That was like a one-off thing. Let me know if you guys want to see more tornado documentaries, and if I should go more in depth in them, because I only really covered surface level stuff. YouTube took away advanced features to numerous people lately far. Huh? Alright, it is literally this one supercell we're watching at this point. One tornado warning, one severe thunderstorm warning in the whole country. And it's this one. Oh, yeah. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it used to be quite rough. But here we are now. Look at us now. We got max velocity rating us. That was still such a crazy day, dude. Even the original time when he joined was pretty crazy. Obviously. But yeah, I don't know why this is not charging, but it's just not. That's really, really, like, this is like one of the worst times for that to possibly happen. We're at 25 likes, that's amazing. If we can hit 30 likes this stream, that's a W. Yeah, you haven't been allowed to do external links for a while. It's been a little while since they added that, but it was stupid whenever they added that. But it's to prevent bots, so it kind of makes sense, but it's annoying. It's one of those things where it's kind of necessary, but also, like, just no. Just why? I wish there was another way. If we want to go ahead and take a look at the HRRR, Okay, we're going to look at the last run because the new run literally just started. The 22Z ARRR model is showing more severe storms lingering into the Texas Panhandle and far northwest Texas overnight. Remember, this tornado watch expires at 9 p.m. Central Daylight Time. I don't know why it says only an hour more than, because it's only 7. Okay, that's hurting my brain, but I imagine, again, they'll issue a downstream watch, because we're still going to have severe storms, as you can see, so we may see a downstream watch for, like, central Oklahoma back into the Texas Panhandle. It could be quite a large watch, maybe 2 watches, we'll see. And then by midnight, a lot of those storms become even stronger, actually, in terms of a wind threat, which is why the slight risk is so weirdly shaped, by the way, in case you were wondering. It's also really liking the idea of this little baby cell in Mexico developing to become quite strong, making it towards the San Angelo metro, so we'll watch out for that. But by 1, 2, 3 a.m., I think a massive damaging wind threat could roll through central and southern Oklahoma, even northern Oklahoma. By 5 a.m., 4 a.m., that passes through Tulsa, and that's going to continue into parts of Arkansas and kind of fall apart by the morning time hours tomorrow. I will say, a lot of heavy rain could lead to a big-time flooding threat all the way from, southwest Wisconsin down through the Texas Panhandle still. I think the Texas Panhandle is going to have some severe flooding overnight, for sure. And there's already a flood advisory for Amarillo, and there's still a very heavy rain falling there. Flood watch in effect for a lot of Texas and Oklahoma. Oh yeah, there's no torrent warning anymore. That's actually really interesting. What is the NWS doing, dude? Thank you, Mr. Storm. That is really confusing. Because if anything, this cell looks even more impressive than it did whenever they first issued this. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. But there's no longer a tornado warning, which is kind of stupid in my opinion. But anyway. We've had over 200 people tune in this less than an hour long stream. That's wild. It really looks like we could. It's been hinting at this. Even the NAM has been for a little bit, Kevin. So that would be quite interesting, I think. All right. What's up, Sean? Thank you for tuning in. Cheeseburger W. Welcome back, Jack. That rhymed. What's up, Anita? Tomorrow at 2 a.m. is fallback. Yes, an extra hour of sleep. Or if you're a night owl, an extra hour of staying up. That's probably what I'm going to take advantage of. But I know a lot of people are looking forward to that extra hour of sleep. Unfortunately, if you're in the Southern Plains, you're probably not going to get that because you're going to be woken up by thunder. Or heavy rain, or hail. There's a lot of things you could be woken up by tonight, maybe even tornado sirens. So we'll see. But I think the tornado threat should mostly start to diminish after the cell's over. But a lot of communities still sound sirens, even just for PDS severe warnings, and even just for regular severe warnings in Oklahoma and Texas anyway. I know. So. Yes, Raphael, well, we won't say it will form soon. We'll say it could form soon. There's an 80% chance, according to the National Hurricane Center. But it's very likely. So, I guess technically that's only for tropical depression strength, so you could say a 75% chance that Raphael will develop, because it has to be a tropical storm to get its name. But you're probably right in the fact that we will see a Raphael. I do not have a no weather radio, but I think I'm getting one for Christmas. That's nice. Well, the cell is already formed, Kevin. But if you're talking about, like, its ways of sustaining it all the way to San Angelo, it's definitely iffy. But the cell is already down there, I believe. I believe it's hinting at this cell here. So we'll have another long stream tomorrow because the tornado threat looks even higher for tomorrow than it does for today. If the atmosphere can become more unstable again, even after all this rain moves out, if it can become more unstable again, I guess it would, I mean that the other way around. Let me restart. If the atmosphere can become more unstable again, even after there's been heavy rain, then we could be dealing with a pretty serious tornado threat tomorrow, I think, across northern Texas and southern and central Oklahoma. The Red River Valley. And Monday is the big day we've been talking about for a while, so we'll see. And even Tuesday, Election Day, looks pretty interesting. Yeah, I didn't know radars were in Finland either. That's interesting. Yes, San Angelo's definitely a decent-sized city. Never been to San Angelo. I've been to San Antonio. Never to San Angelo, I don't think. I've only been to Texas once, but we went all over the place whenever we went, so. Kind of concerned this next radar scan's not coming in. What's that about? They've been really consistent, having 4-minute scans for quite a while, and it's just not happening. It's been 4 minutes. As soon as I say that, next thing you know, it's going to come in. Yeah, I will be home tomorrow more than I was today, so that's good news. And today I missed a lot of action, but gave me energy to stream for longer tonight, so that's something. Without getting bored. What am I doing? I mean, I'd be looking at it anyway, but sometimes it gets hard to do multiple streams in the same day. There's no flood advisory popped up on Radar Omega yet for you, but I'm not saying you're not under one. I'm just saying it's not popped up yet on Radar Omega anyway. Yeah, again, the instability is going to play a huge factor in tomorrow's setup. Again, I think the chance that tomorrow goes 10% hatched is like 15. Chance we get a 10% tour risk in general without the hatch is probably like 20 to 25. I still don't think it's going to happen. The chance we get a hatch risk on Monday is like 70. 10% hatch, that is. But they don't even have a hatch risk for wind or hail right now. They usually don't issue those on day 3 anyway, but they can. And they haven't so far, so that's interesting. And this has been downgraded even further to half dollar sized deal. Yeah, I probably will watch that at San Angelo so well into the nighttime hours, but I will not be live for that, obviously. We already pulled a really late stream last night. Yeah, I've got to use the restroom real quick, so I will be right back. Just stick with me here. So give me 5 minutes or so. We are back. I'm aware that was not 5 minutes before some genius points it out. Finish your live? Nice. Alright. So, Supercell continues to look quite concerning. What's up, Bornus? Velocities. Wait for this next scan here. Last scan, they weren't anything crazy, though. So. Alright. Yeah, rotation continuing to weaken out, it looks like, so. Your confidence lies more in the Dallas, Oklahoma City area. Well, I mean, that's basically where the slight risk is highlighted, is it not? Yeah. So, I have not looked at a ton at tomorrow's setup, I'll be honest with you, because there's been a lot of other days to focus on. But what I will say is I know the instability is going to be decent. I think there's a decent amount of wind shear as well, if I'm correct. Am I correct in that? Somebody let me know. But if we look at, and we're only going to look at reflectivity. We're not going to do a super in-depth dive right now because I think we're going to end off here in a couple minutes. But if we look at the NAM for tomorrow, right, we can see, all right, let's get past the line of storm. So the first signs of any actual potential severe storms pop up as early as 10 a.m. where we're going to have strong storms and, again, severe storms potentially with damaging winds right after that one line moves through. According to the NAM, we're going to have another line move through with more damaging winds through Oklahoma City and Tulsa potentially. But more isolated, these little discrete, nasty cells here. This is why we're so concerned about any sort of big-time tornado threat for tomorrow, is because we've got these discrete cells. And that's going to be a problem whenever you've got them in an environment like this. And we could see tornadoes anywhere from, say, 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. I mean, it really is quite a wide time frame. After 10 p.m. to midnight, it should become mostly a damaging wind threat. And then we get into Monday, and Monday is going to be even more interesting. It's going to be a massive damaging wind threat, but also maybe a tornado threat across Oklahoma and Arkansas. We'll just have to wait and see. Shear is decent. Okay. I thought it was. I thought I remembered looking at it and being quite impressed. So, we'll see. What does it say? Oh. Okay. Never mind. It's looking at an outdated part of my stream. I was like, why does it say we still have the tornado warning layout on? Alrighty. So I think if this cell doesn't really do anything in the next couple minutes, we're probably going to cut things off here pretty darn soon. We're at 28 likes. Can we get to 30 likes? 30 likes, chat. We need 2 more. 2 more likes. Somebody. Anybody. Please get us there. Oh, we're so close. I could just switch onto my ults right now and get us to 30 likes, but that feels a bit cheap. Just starting to get heavy rain here. Yeah, let's actually check up on that Houston storm, and there is the flood advisory, so yeah. You're not actually included in it, though. Again, weather.com may say that, because it's in the same county as you. That's how that works on weather.com, but anyway. So yeah. No, but in a more serious note, I want to thank you all for tuning in. I want to wait till we get to 30 likes till we end off. We need one more. One more, guys. Please. Please. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. If this cell does become major. Again, we may have another quick live stream, but it'll be very quick, and honestly, it's probably not going to happen unless it actually produces a confirmed strong tornado, which it probably won't. So, we're going to cut it off here. So I think we did a good coverage today. Again, sorry I was gone for most of the day. I wasn't able to cover the tornado we had earlier this afternoon. And we're at 31 likes. So that's awesome. Thank you guys for tuning in. You guys are the best. Again, we'll be on here tomorrow. We'll be on here Monday. We'll be on here Tuesday. We'll be on here Wednesday. Maybe even Thursday into Friday. And maybe even this weekend if we do see that tropical storm make landfall in the United States. So I want to thank you all sincerely from the bottom of my heart for being an amazing audience. Again, go like that community post if you haven't already. We're trying to make it the most liked post on my channel, which it's already there, but let's just keep it pushing. Let's see if we can get to like 50 likes on that. That would be insane. So, again, thank you guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.